Hey everyone, I'm back and today we're going to be talking about The Bourne Ultimatum, and this movie is directed by Paul Greengrass and stars Matt Damon, and it's the third movie in the Bourne series, and if you've seen my reviews for the first two, you know that I really love the first one, and I really do not like the second one. Now the question is, how do I feel about this one? Do I feel it's as good as the first one? No. Do I think it's better than The Bourne Supremacy? Absolutely. In terms of a sequel that delivers basically pure action throughout the entire movie, this is it. This movie is awesome. It's so engaging for me. It feels like it never stops with the action. There's like action throughout the movie, and I complained in The Bourne Supremacy, the second movie, where it was very choppy and it was very hard to make out what the action sequences were trying to communicate and what I was supposed to be seeing. It was all shaky cam and I couldn't see anything. Here, it's improved and it's throughout the entire movie, but it doesn't hurt the movie for me at all. In fact, it actually makes it in some ways better that it's kind of choppy, because it makes the movie feel as though it's not wasting any time and it's very fast paced. This movie is like 2 hours long and this movie flies by for me. I don't know many movies that fly by for me in the way that this movie does, but this movie pulls it off and it's really great, and the action scenes are really, really good. And when this movie uses shaky cam, you can actually kind of make out what's going on, even though it's not great. There's one action scene that has a shaky cam that pretty much everybody criticizes, but I don't think it was that bad. I think it's better than any scene that was in The Bourne Supremacy, that's for sure. And in terms of action scenes, I would say this movie has the best action in the entire series, from memory. However, the only real criticism that I have for this movie is that, unlike The Bourne Identity, although it has a great story and great action scenes, and I think this movie does great with the action, what I'm missing in The Bourne Ultimatum is that although it has really great action scenes, the first movie also had a great story and great action scenes, and this movie is a continuation of what happened, and Supremacy is also a continuation. But what The Bourne Identity had for me, and where the sequels fail for me, is that I felt emotion watching it, and I was actually emotionally engaged in what was going on. And here, I don't really feel as much emotion watching it. Sometimes I laugh and I'm invested, and I want the villains of the movie to be exposed and defeated, obviously. And this movie has really good antagonists. However, I'm not as emotionally connected to this one as I am with the first one. Although I feel as though those movies have two different goals in mind, I think this movie excels as an action movie, as in like a straight up action movie. If you just want to watch a movie that has really great action scenes, this is the movie for you. But if you want that plus a story and characters with actual emotions along with it, then I think The Bourne Identity is a stronger movie, and I would say The Bourne Identity is still my favorite in the series, although I still really love The Bourne Ultimatum, and it has really great things about it. Matt Damon is still great in this movie, and it has a great pace, and I like the character of Pam in this one. I think she's one of the stronger parts of the movie. And the villain of the movie, although I don't think he's the best in this series, I still think he's really good. In the end, I think The Bourne Ultimatum is a really great action movie that has really good action in it. If you don't mind a lot of shaky cam and choppy editing, then I think you'll be fine with this movie. And I think the story for this movie is probably the weakest story out of the three that I've reviewed so far. This one probably has the weakest story for me. That being said, I do think the story for this movie works. It works just fine. It's just nothing that I'm going to remember. What I'm going to remember this movie for is the action scenes, and they're great. I really love them. But in terms of an emotional connection, this movie doesn't work nearly as well for me as the first movie did. But I still think this is really good. Definitely check this movie out. It has really great things about it, and I'm going to give The Bourne Ultimatum a 7 out of 10. Thank you for watching my videos as always. If you enjoyed this review, be sure to leave a like and comment down below what you thought of the Bourne Ultimatum down below. And my social media links will all be in the description down below, so follow me there. And last but not least, subscribe to be a part of Foley Nation, and I'll see you when I get my next review up. And that is going to be for Darren Aronofsky's Black Swan from, what year was it, 2010? Yeah, 2010. But until I get that up, thank you for watching and have a great day.